The state agency that regulates doctors' jobs today was to interpret the state's restrictive abortion law. The Texas Medical Board was asked to clarify and help doctors understand what they can and cannot do. What it came up with did not go far enough for abortion rights activists and Fox 4's Alex Boyer following today's hearing. Alex.
Hey, Steve, you know, the Texas Medical Board was really general in its proposed rule and did not give any guidance on exceptions specific to certain medical conditions. Instead, it relied heavily on a recent Texas Supreme Court ruling that ultimately put that decision-making back in the hands of the doctors. At a public meeting in Austin Friday, the Texas Medical Board announced its proposal to clarify exceptions to the state's near-total abortion ban. It was evident the board struggled with a responsibility it normally does not undertake.
Medical judgment is really not whittled down to a list of conditions. You're really looking at the totality of an issue that goes beyond a specific circumstance.
The board opted to be general in its proposed rule and did not give guidance on exceptions specific to certain medical conditions. The one condition the board named as a qualifying exception was ectopic pregnancies, which are 100% fatal to the fetus.
Things may change as far as what medicine can do to save a baby's life. So a condition that may apply now may not necessarily apply later on.
The board's initial move appears to do little to calm the nerves of Texas medical providers afraid to give women abortions, even if they deem them medically necessary due to fear of prosecution or losing their medical licenses.
That's what brought us here. You got people that are scared to death. They're facing death, and they're scared to death.
In January, lobbyists Steve and Amy Bresnan petitioned the board to clarify the vague exceptions in state law that would permit abortion only when the life of the mother is in danger.
As we move forward, we ask that you not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. We also ask that you not make the situation worse.
The move for clarity came largely in response to the Texas Supreme Court's ruling last year against Kate Cox, who sought permission to end a pregnancy after receiving a lethal fetal diagnosis. Cox ended up leaving the state to get an abortion. In a statement, the Center for Reproductive Rights, which represented Cox in her court case, said in part, "While we are hopeful that the Texas Medical Board will take seriously this opportunity to help clarify the medical exemption to Texas's abortion ban, its current proposal falls short of that goal." The 16-member board appointed by Governor Abbott normally handles complaints against physicians, not clarification of state laws. It will take public input on the rules for 30 days and will hold at least one meeting to gather input.
I do think it'll be interesting to see who participates and what exactly they offer to the board to try to influence them on the things that the board is interested in hearing.
So following that, medical board staff will ultimately review the comments and present the rules to the board. Now, the board can adopt those rules as they see fit and make any changes if they'd like to.